Alright, so I've got a really rare opportunity. I've got a whole night to myself. I don't often get that, and I'm going to go make the best of it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm sure I'm going to film some of it, but yeah, come along for the ride. Why not? I'm happy. I'm kid-free for a little while. Alright, so all my GoPros are in the back here. I don't want to get out and open things up. I'm going to get to location, then I'm going to set the GoPros up once the interesting stuff happens. But for now, there's not much to do other than watch me drive down some paved road. That's not really exciting. So I've got a few ideas on what we can do once we get there. So I'm going to try that out.
1 hour later.
Well, I overshot my turn. Yeah, and I'm out here. Not many options to turn around in a vehicle that's, what are we? We are 6 meters long and the trailer is 7 meters long, and plus the drawbar and everything. So I've got to find somewhere to turn around. I need at least 18 meters to turn around. Oh look, it's a max.
20 minutes later.
Okay, it's kind of windy, sorry about that. I found somewhere to turn around, but it was almost 10 Ks. So anyway, run our way back. But check this out. This is a paddock. You'd be easily mistaken for a lake. We've had that much rain, paddocks have turned into like 2 meter deep lakes. Crazy.
Eventually.
Alright, well I found myself a spot. Yeah, it took about 15 Ks to go down and turn around and come back. Not many places around the roads here where you can get a big vehicle turned around. Anyway, there's a toilet block here. Got to take a leak. We've still got about another 2 and a bit Ks to go before the campsite. So I'm taking a chance to use a public toilet here. And if I need to, I can bring the Argo back up here and do whatever I need to at the toilet block later on. For now, time to take a leak and take stock and set up the camera gear. Alright, well I'm on site. I'm taking a walk down the entry track first before I drive down, just to get a feel for the terrain. So many people get bogged in these places. My hobby, by the way, is not getting bogged and breaking stuff, but I don't find getting covered in mud real fun. So I'm going for a walk here just to see how bad all this is, and trying to get myself in frame, and keeping an eye on the ground is another thing. It's pretty solid here. Like you can see, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. The last time I come down here, this is the bit where I had a little bit of trouble. I didn't want to belly it out. I don't have 33 or 36 inch tires like some people do. No, I've got 33s. Anyway, I don't have the huge mud tires. I do have mud tires on. Last time I went around this line, I came around here and I think I bellied it out up here somewhere. So let's go for a bit of a walk. You see where I bellied it out. I think I dragged the suspension in. I had to reverse up, take another run. I think I've got a clip of that in here somewhere. Chuck that in here. This is the bit where I got a little bit stuck, and I think the suspension just dug in. Yeah, that's my wheel track there from last time, and I just hit that bit and lost a little bit of traction. I was even in 6-wheel drive. There is an alternative way around this. I don't necessarily have to come through here. What I'm looking for is winching options. There are a couple of trees I could winch off. These things are useless to winch off. I do have a Danforth anchor, but that's not real great in this situation. So my options to winch out of here are not great. So I might take the long way round and I'll come back with the Argo. Okay, I'm back at the entrance track. I see rain coming in and it's about an hour and a half before sunset. I think if I get stuck, and there's probably about a 50-50 chance I will, I'm going to be in the rain and trying to winch out on something that's already in really soft, soggy ground. I want to go to bed and have my dinner. I don't want to be winching myself out in mud till the middle of the night. and then having to shower off in brackish water. I think we're going to take the easy way for now, have a snooze and then have some fun tomorrow when I've got more time to get dirty. Alright, we're going to take the safe route for now, because I don't like getting dirty. At least not right now. We're parked at camp. Prevailing wind is coming in from this direction, so I'm going to use the shrub here as a bit of windbreak just to slow the rain down a little bit, but I will leave these open for a bit of airflow at night. And by the look of the voltmeter here, it looks like the boiling vessel has just kicked out, which means I've got about 3 litres of boiling water in the back. Good for making a meal. I'm not going to do much filming today. The rain is set to clear up a little bit tomorrow, so we'll do a bit of that then. Well, I tried to keep it clean, but didn't really work. But anyway, there's room for anybody else that is brave enough to join me to get past into the camp. That's good. And I am not blocking the other exit out of the camp, which goes out that way. And in between rain, I can go and enjoy the water. Well, I found what the crows were after. Somebody's left a bag of mussels out here. Bit stupid considering you can find these things out here if you know where to look. But yeah, they just leave them laying around the campsite. So much junk out here, it's fucking disgusting. Well, home sweet havoc. Before I dropped my apprentice off for her sleepover at the school, she trashed the inside of this place. So we've got some cleaning to do. The Aussies pretty much instantly decided this was home, so I've got the fan running from the air conditioner to keep them out a little bit. And I found on the way here there is some short circuits in the back door, so I've unplugged the back door. Some of my trailer lights still work. I'll go into that in detail in another video. Okay, I've got Vicky's hot chocolate, tea and coffee in one of those boxes there, one of these. Tea and coffee in here. Jams, what was this? Oh, I got a tomato. No, it's a tomato. I was hoping it was a pumpkin soup. I've got 17 ration packs hiding under the apprentice's bed. Posted that on Facebook the other day, and somebody didn't believe that I had 17 ration packs under the seat of a 6-wheel drive ambulance. Alright, we'll have a look under the apprentice's bed. We've got some ration packs hidden. What's one of the ones that got one of the new flavours I haven't tried? This is beef ragu. Let's try that one. Chuck the rest in here. Don't mind this stuff. This is emergency stuff. Alright, this is some of the newer menu ones that I got in more recently. What's in this? Beef, pasta, tomatoes, mushroom, capsicum, onion. Well, I'm not a big fan of the mushroom, but we'll see how we go. Worcestershire sauce, I'm not a huge fan of that. But garlic, herbs and spices and a bit of sugar. Well, you know what? Might be interesting. See how we go. Alright, time to make ourselves a meal. Pump our rat pack in there, we'll shut the lid and let it boil. And it actually smells really nice. Looks pretty good too. Got some beans. No, they're the pasta. Or is it beans? I don't know. Let's try it. Totally edible. Totally edible, really good. Bit of this with it. Yep. It's good stuff. I'm going to eat. I'll be back later.
6.5 hours later.
I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night. And it's about 10:30, nearly 20 to 22:11. I can't talk properly. Fell asleep watching Dave from EEV blog pull apart a Sonos speaker. There is no moon tonight.
We can kind of see flashing lights from town over there. So, yeah. Don't know why I'm awake. Don't know what I'm doing. I found a box of TV snacks in here, so I got into them. Sometimes I wake up randomly in the middle of the night like this. Sometimes I go back to sleep, but most often I'm awake all night. Well, noodles and a cup of tea. The sort of stuff you come to YouTube for. Anyway, I'm going to eat, see if it puts me back to sleep.
The next morning.
Okay, it's morning. I don't know what time of the morning it is. Let's wait for this thing. Come on, clock. So, 7 a.m. And we're at about, let's see if we can do this here. About 23.9 volts. So that means if I want to boil the kettle, I'm going to have to start the engine. And I've got to remember I don't really need to fly the drone. I'm out here to relax. Now that alternator is good for 100 amps, but at idle, we're putting in, this says 9.7 amps, but you got to remember at 12 volt mode, it's set, you got to read it in double. So we're putting about 20 amps in at the moment. All right, so I decided to brave the wind. I put the drone up for a few minutes, and it gave me strong wind warning most of the time it was up there. We might still go for a drive and get a different perspective from the drone, but yeah, and it looks like from that preliminary bit of research, there's a lot of the tracks are full of water. Got the wind filtered mic on because it's windy. Go and see what the conditions are like up the other end. There we go. Give it a little second. Push the clutch in. The choke. Come on, dude. There we go. Alright, well, I know up that track she's pretty waterlogged, although in this thing it's not a huge problem. But we're on a time frame to beat the airspace closing. So I think we're probably going to try and head this way, up that track first. Off we go. Alright, I'm back in shelter, and the wind has come back, but the sun has at least come out. Got some good sun. That means I don't need to run the engine to boil the kettle. And yeah, I'm going to take a break a bit. It's about 8:30 now. I've done my drone flying. I can afford to chill for a little bit. And I'm going to be back in town about 3 o'clock. So yeah, let's see how we go. Mix it up with a bit of water. Alright, well I'm suitably dirty, so let's start this up. Warm everything up. And we'll make our way out of here. There's this other four-wheel drive over here. Young bloke and his girlfriend out enjoying the sun and the time out. His girlfriend like grabbed his shoulder and pointed and went, look at that, look at that, look at that. And I've driven past and he's like, oh yeah, okay. And then taken her over and hidden behind the back of the 4B now. I think he doesn't want her getting interested in the six-wheeler. Anyway, it's funny stuff like that happens. It's, you know, his choice of course, but yeah. Off for lunch, I think. Alright, well, I'm back and about lunchtime. I've got to stop at the car wash and spend a bunch of money there. My financial manager would like to go out for lunch, so I'm going to oblige to that. I'm going to go to our favourite place. That'll be the end of this episode. I don't really know what I was planning to do with this episode, and I don't know how I'm going to cut it, but if you're watching this, you already know. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.